Hey man,
I can't see the. Oh, there we go.
we're kind of a little bit sort of. There we go.
Okay, are we doing this live or what are we doing?
I'm just gonna. I was gonna just recording this, man, so it's not going live at the moment. No.
Hey, Stuart, nice to meet you, man. Where are we? Where are we calling from?
Well, I'm in Scotland.
You're in Scotland.
Yeah.
I want you to meet the President of the United States. Right, there's the President of the United States. Yeah.
Hi, Mr. President. How you doing, mate?
It's a pleasure to meet you. Okay, let's do this interview.
Well, thanks for making the time, mate. Because I know you're busy. What the hell are you doing in Georgia at the moment?
You know what? I'm starting a movie here. I'm also an associate producer.
Okay.
And we're here doing it, and it's we just came from the peanut butter factory. I learned how peanut butter was made.
Well, if nothing else, if they film tanks, at least you know how to make peanut butter. So
58% of all the peanut butter in the world is made here in Georgia. Right here.
I did not know that.
Okay, there we go. Are you recording?
I'm recording this.
Okay, good. Hey, everybody. Sorry, I'm trying to give you guys the right deal. Okay.
No, I've been wanting to speak to you for ages. I know we've been trying for the last couple of weeks, and with technical issues and that sort of thing. So thanks for making the time. I do appreciate
That's
it.
okay.
So you're a busy man.
Hey, now I got to ask you a question. Do
Go
you have
on.
an iPhone?
Aye, yeah.
Okay, so this is a free call?
This is a free call.
Yeah, all right. I love it.
Anything free, mate. Anything free.
Okay.
Listen, I mean, I've got about 1,000 questions, which I haven't got time to answer. Ask them all. But God, I mean,
By the way, I'm making this movie in Georgia with my son.
yeah.
This is my son, who's also. This is an interview about Inquisitor, and he's in Scotland.
Hi, mate. How you
He's doing
doing?
the review.
Sick. How's it going?
How's it going, man? All right? Yeah, you cool?
Good.
Do you remember the kid that was on the tree dead?
All right. Okay. Yeah.
That's him. He's one of our soldiers.
How was it making that film? Because it's over here. It's called City of Gold, I think.
City of Gold. It's
Yeah.
City of Gold everywhere.
Yeah. How was it? What was it like? What was it like making the film? For Harry and working for Harry Locks. I mean, I've spoken to Harry. Harry's a nice guy. He comes across as being, all nice and everything. But you can tell me how much of a tyrant is he really as a
You
director?
want me to tell you?
Oh, all the dirt, mate. All the dirt.
All right, here it goes. First of all, let me say something to you. So, I live in Maui,
Yeah.
and Harry was there. We met. We had a conversation. We corresponded back and forth in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
As I was going back and forth doing other movies, right? And I said, Harry, come to Maui. I'll show you how to make this movie for the budget that we had.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So he came and I showed him how to do it. I've got gear, I've got equipment, I've got locations. I just got to say, it was very amazing for me to get that house. Lona Ridge.
Yeah.
We got Lona Ridge because
Yeah.
the lady was just absolutely a wonderful lady. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. We had great weather.
Yeah.
Maui can rain. We had great sunshine. We were in Twin Falls shooting, and we had the waterfalls there. And that one day we ran out of light. It got a little late. And I talked Harry into letting us shoot two guys and go off the waterfall. And what I love about Harry, he's a young student filmmaker at that time.
Yeah.
And, he is taught a lot of things. And one of them is, the story. You know what I mean? Make sure the story makes sense. Hold on. Is Wade around? He's not? Okay, let me finish this interview. We're going to go shoot some guns and
Oh, nice.
go on ATV rides. So anyway, you don't want to blow anybody's dream, especially Ron Bloom, who wrote the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just a manufacturer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I manufacture. You want this? You want this made for this price? I go ahead and make it for you. Okay. So what happens is it wasn't easy. It was hard. But we made it happen.
And it's a good film. It's a good film. I mean, I've seen it a couple of times now. I know it's out on, I think, on video on demand on Amazon, and I think the DVD comes out next month or the end of December.
Sure.
So I mean, it's going to get an audience, and it's a good movie, you know.
I had a blast making it because it also gave me a test.
Yeah.
A test that to make a movie. I produced another movie right after that one.
Okay.
In Maui, and I'm getting ready to direct and produce a movie in Maui this January.
Nice. So, well, maybe I can talk to you directly from Maui when you're
you can
there.
talk to me anytime you want.
You sweet talking devil, you.
You can do it anytime.
Does it bother you? I mean, I don't want to sound patronising because I spoke to a few people this week. I said I'm finally speaking to Branscombe Richmond, and they went, and people will go, who? And then you show them the picture, and they go, oh my God, yeah, I know that guy. I know him. He was in, you know, Renegade and Roadies and this and that. Does that kind of piss you off a bit or bother you a bit, or does it kind of, do you think, no, I can dig that, it's fine? How do you like that sort of, you don't know the name but everybody knows your face?
Everybody knows my face.
Yeah.
They don't know my name because it sounds like a disease. What do you have? I got the Branscombe Richmond.
Oh no, you haven't got the Branscombe
What
Richmond.
do we take for that? Well, you better get the Falubrious. Go on vacation. Take care of your Branscombe Richmond because things will fall off.
We're going to the.
You know what? I've been at this a long time. You know, 45 years.
Yeah.
I've been at it a long time. Wait, hold on. Where are you going? Okay. And
you say 45 years. Am I right in saying, now I could have got this wrong, I'm sure I've read this somewhere, that you were in the Marlon Brando version of Mutiny on the Bounty? Is that
with my father.
You're kidding. Is that correct? Is that a true story? Man. So how did you get that gig?
Mutiny on the Bounty, Marlon Brando, Trevor Howard, Richard Harris.
Yeah.
The Ugly American with Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
And then Devil at 4 O'Clock with Spencer Tracy and a little actor named Frank Sinatra. Devil at 4 O'Clock. What else? Adventures in Paradise with Gardner McKay.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, stuff like that when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You know? And then all of a sudden you're 12, and then you don't look like a kid anymore. So then, you know, I had a failed baseball career, and I got back in the business as a stunt guy, which I was at the right place in the right time.
Yeah.
I was actually a stand-in to a stunt guy to whatever I am today. So, back to your original question, I don't mind it at all.
No.
Here's the key. You know, you're nothing without your crew. You're nothing without your crew. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
And you got to have a great crew. And then, you know, naturally you got to have your funder and your financer. But, you know, in order to wrap a package around a script that has been written under the terms and timing that we have, it's not easy. You know, so if you're able to do it, you do it.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. And as you start a movie, it's all exciting. As you get toward the end of the movie, you kind of wonder, boy, do we have everything we need? Do we have enough money to finish? And, you know, do we still have friends on the set? Because you spend, you know, 18 hours a day with somebody, you know, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Or maybe, you know, what do we do, 14, 18 days, whatever it was. You know, sometimes you don't know if you're all going to be family and friends. Most of the time, I know on my shoots, you end up family and friends. And that's what happens.
Yeah. What about Road? I mean, Roadies, a couple of years ago now, I think, and I love Roadies. I think it was, 10 episodes? Why the hell wasn't that picked up? What was...
Good question.
What was that deal on that, man? You know, because, I mean, you had, like, Cameron Crowe, you had J.J. Abrams involved, you had a great cast, obviously yourself, but, you know, great ensemble cast. The music was great, the story was great, humour. So why? I mean, did you find out why it wasn't picked up, and how disappointed were you that it didn't continue?
Well, first of all, what a cast!
Yeah.
What a cast! We had some folks close to you that were on our cast.
Yeah.
You know, they were terrific. Then we had these big music stars. And then, first of all, let me share a story with you. I was in Tahiti when I got an email from my agent saying, "Where are you?" And he said, "You got a call back on roadies."
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, man." So I said, "I'm going to come back to the United States right before Christmas." And he goes, "Oh, well, I think this is blown. Can you fly to Canada?" I said, "I'll fly to Canada and meet Cameron Crowe." What, I'm a great Cameron Crowe fan.
Yeah.
Like I am a Harry Locke fan.
Yeah.
And my agent says, "Yes, you can meet him in Los Angeles." So now I'm going to go Tahiti to Hawaii, Hawaii to Los Angeles. And I go for the interview, and I've got my whole family. I'm taking them to Disneyland. We're going to do that whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sick. I got sick in Hawaii, in Tahiti.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about chikungunya? Did you hear about
I've never heard of that. Is it?
Biting you and you get all messed up, dude. So I go in there, and I love Cameron Crowe. Almost Famous, man.
Yeah,
right?
that's one of my favorite films. One of my favorite films.
Yeah, so I'm waiting. And all of a sudden I see this guy walking down the hall. And I go, "Oh, man, that's Cameron Crowe." Now, I could have stood up and done the really stupid thing and say, "Show me the money." Right? I could have done that. But I didn't do that. I just said, "Hey, Cameron, really nice to meet you, this and that, and da-da-da." And I read for him for about a half hour. And we did a ton of ad-libbing, and I lucked out. I'm a pretty good ad-libber.
Yeah.
And I got the job. Well, then we're doing the pilot, and in walks J.J. Abrams. Right? And I met him, and I said, "Shouldn't you be editing a movie right about now?" He goes, "Yeah, I needed a couple days out of the office." And it was Star Wars. Right? He was editing Star Wars. So we hit it off. Why it didn't sell, I've got a multitude of ideas. Do you really want to hear them?
Come on, if you want to get something off your chest, man, go for it. Yeah.
You know, rock and roll is an interesting genre. I don't know if my son, who's yelling at me, "Come on, Dad, let's go right now," knows rock and roll.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He knows a certain music that's there.
I mean, I agree.
Stories were terrific.
Yeah.
And the feeling amongst people, because Cameron writes for people's feelings, people's hearts, people's minds. You had me at whatever that line was that he wrote was terrific. So I think it's a generational thing. But let me say this: half the time you don't know what the network guys are wanting. And I also believe that there were 10 great episodes of Roadies. And they'll go down in history as Cameron Crowe and J.J. Abrams movies.
And they'll stay.
A
I mean,
10-hour movie by J.J. Abrams.
I know.
And Cameron Crowe.
I know, and I've watched it a couple of times, the series, and it's going to be there forever. It's never. I think you're right. I think music's in a strange place at the moment because I mean I'm a rock fan. I'm a classic rock fan.
Sure.
I like all that, but music. But I like a lot of rap. I like a lot of stuff that's around these days. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of rock music around. I mean, I know you. Do you still play? Have you still got your band? I know. Let's go, Dad.
I still play music. I still play music with my band.
Is the Renegade Posse?
I invited everybody to Kentucky, May 25th, to come out to the Spring-Summer Festival, and we're going to be rocking it up in town.
Yeah, you still. I saw some stuff on YouTube. I think you did. I saw a version that you guys did of "Give Me Some Lovin'." I think at the. I can't remember the place, the venue that you played, but it was cool. It was a really good sort of, kind of like a.
Please you all.
Yeah, it's great. Nice kind of like rhythm and blues rock sort of thing. I mean, basically, you're kind of like jack of all trades. Tell your son, I'll keep you 2 more minutes, and then you can go and shoot some guns and that sort of thing.
2 more minutes.
What do you prefer doing? Do you prefer the music? Do you prefer the acting, the stunt work, or would you rather just have played baseball as a kid? Would that have been everything? You know, have you done what you want to do?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm one of the most blessed guys ever to walk this earth.
Yeah.
So I wasn't a baseball player. Big deal. I didn't know it at the time. I mean, I was in depression.
Yeah.
But here's what I will say. I'm in an industry where it takes a team. You know,
Yeah.
It takes a team to make movies. Number two, if everyone are arses, as you guys say, you can say arses.
Arses,
right?
aye.
Arse, what an arse you are. It's no fun. But that attitude comes from the guys at the top. So
Yeah.
if you're there, you want to try to win the game, it's great. What would I prefer to do? I don't have any preference. I don't have any preference.
Okay.
Because, you know, as an actor, you get to be creative. As a producer, boy, you got to watch yourself.
Have you ever filmed over here in the UK? Have you ever filmed? Have you made a movie over here?
No, but I did a James Bond movie.
Well, that's all right, then, isn't it? On License to Kill, I think you were in, weren't you?
License to Kill.
I remember that. Yeah. So
wait a second. Did I do? Oh, we shot in Malta. No, wait. I did Christopher Columbus.
Okay. All
And
right.
we went through Heathrow Airport. But we were going to Malta. We shot in Malta.
Yeah, because I think License to Kill is like one of the few Bond films not to be filmed at all in the UK. I think that's one of those few films that it was never over here. So one of the good. I thought Dalton was a great Bond, actually. I don't know what you thought.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was really underrated. I don't think he was ever given a chance. You know.
We had a little young actress in Christopher Columbus. Her name was Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh, whatever happened to her?
Little young actress, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Whatever happened to her? No, not a lot.
Benicio del Toro and Robert Davi. We were the brown guys. And George Clonoface was our Christopher Columbus. He was a great guy.
Listen, mate, I know you're busy. I know your son's itching at the bit to get you away and everything. I do appreciate taking a few minutes away, and thankfully we've got everything sorted out with the phones. If we can talk in the next few months and when you're in Maui,
call me anytime.
And then we'll.
But I want everybody to go watch the City of Gold.
City of Gold. It's a fine film. It's a good old-fashioned sort of adventure film. It's got you in it. It's got Vernon Wells in it. I mean, I've talked to Vernon a couple of times, and Vernon's a force of nature.
I just produced a movie where I had Vernon in that movie too.
Oh, Vernon's cool. Isn't Vernon just the coolest guy? You know, so you're as cool as Vernon. So, but it's a good film, and I would recommend everybody.
Arse.
He's an arse. He'd be with his Australian accent. He'd be an arse. Right, mate.
Okay. Please tell everybody out there in Europe we love them and watch the movie. And there's more to come.
All right, mate. You have a good day, and I'll speak to you soon. All right. Thanks for your time.
God bless you.
You too.
Happy holidays.
Absolutely. All the best. Happy New Year. We'll take you soon. Okay.
Okay.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.